evening, everyone. Barrow 0, Preston 1, North End into the second round of the Carabao Cup, the Worthington Cup, the Coca-Cola Cup. Enter your sponsor of choice. But yeah, a bit painful that one, lads, weren't it?
Yeah.
Very.
One way
Very tough watch. But yeah, I don't even know how we tackle this one. Obviously, you're happy, you're satisfied to be into the next round. But I think, look, there's Middlesbrough, did they get beat 3-0 to Doncaster? Blackburn last time. Was it 4?
Yeah, I think it was 4.
As if. So, yeah, it could be worse. We could have got beat, but that performance was a little bit concerning, I think. But yeah, Darren, what overall, what your takes on that tonight?
Difficult. I don't like to say like them type of teams you should be beating because again, it's the cup and anything can happen. But again, I thought that was going to be the confidence builder for us tonight going into Leicester on the weekend. And again, everything we've talked about in obviously these previous podcasts before that we've done, it just shows, doesn't it, about that lack of threat on goal. You know, we won tonight through an own goal, and we didn't really test Barrow that well, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. I think if I were thinking about this, so with like a couple of minutes left, I thought, say that ball doesn't get headed into his own net, it's a very different podcast we're doing now, and it social media's well, I've not had a look, but I'm guessing there's a lot of complaints going on anyway. But yeah, what were you saying about the forward threat there? As soon as Osmajic came off, I'm thinking we're going to struggle here. We're going to struggle, but obviously we get the goal for the own goal. Nathan, what are you thinking about that one tonight? I know you weren't too impressed with Todorson, your man Todorson tonight.
Yeah, I think he went missing for like 99% of the game. Like sometimes I forgot he was still on pitch, to be honest with you. I expected it to be a game where he kind of shone. You see him in league games and he stands out, he's pinging balls. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know, he just looked knackered to me. I don't know, like it was just a strange one, but just similar to what Darren said, really, like, you know, it's not really good enough, is it? Like, especially the goal we got were lucky. And they had 4 or 5 great chances. You know, if they took them, especially the free header from corner, and then, you know, I said before, it's similar to the Bolton goal. He got dragged back. And again, a bit of quality, you know, if this wasn't Barrow, we're 2, 3, 4 down. And it's just another example of the defence being too slow. And I think it just needs to be an eye-opener. And hypothetically, if he gets his ban, like I said on the pod on Sunday, what we're going to do striker-wise? Because for me, Smith didn't really give that much. And what he did do, he just lost the ball for me. So it's a bit concerning in the bigger picture. Yeah, we won, you know, we got the result, blah, 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 all the cliches, but it's worrying for me.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what Eckenbottom says after the match. But we were talking about the defence, and I thought there was that moment, wasn't there, just before half-time where look, he looked good going forward at a spell, but ideally, he just looks dead raw, doesn't he, at the back? I think we were saying in our group chat, you can see why Story got the nod over him at Loftus Road on Saturday. He just got caught ball watching. If you're doing that at Barrow in the Championship, I know Vardy doesn't play for Leicester. If you're caught ball watching and you've got someone as fast as a Vardy, I know he isn't at Leicester, you're going to get caught. But Critch, we'll go to Critch, Blackpool's own Critch. It was nearly Blackpool's own Tom Barkhausen who sent the game into extra time with that at the end.
They should have scored, shouldn't they? They should. They had a few good chances that they should have taken, really. But I think we've got to give Barrow a bit of credit as well because they played well, didn't they? They did well. Like,
they're up for it, yeah.
I think they set up well, didn't they? You know, they defended really well. They got the tackles in at the right time, and they did look dangerous every time they had a chance as well. Whereas with us, it looked like we got to that final third. And then we didn't know what to do every time. Every time there was just nothing there. Just hopeful. It just wasn't great, was it?
Yeah, it was disappointing, wasn't it? I mean, I'm not sure if I thought 3 days into the new season we'd all be sat here giving Barrow all the credit in the world. It's a bit of a low point, that. But they did look good, didn't they? That lad in midfield, the Mahoney. As soon as you see someone, you know what I mean, with the socks below the shins, you're thinking, right, this lad's got to be able to play if he's going for that look. And to be fair, when he goes for that, Tyler Diblin wannabe. But when he goes for that shot, I'm thinking, no, you've got to be joking. It almost went in, didn't it? But he was a real standout. I know. We're speaking about the defence and Gibson, who's been consistently solid, even in our bad run. He never really made too many mistakes, but he gave the ball away in that second half and straight. I think it was Mahoney again, and he forced a good save out the goalkeeper. What everyone think of the goalkeeper, by the way? I thought he looked quite solid.
Did
What
really
he was
well.
asked to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
Did
made a
really,
few
really
good
well.
saves, didn't he?
Yeah, it is
Mhm.
solid. I think it was just an example of just we're the bigger team. Just to go back in terms of Gibson and the whole squad, really, it was just an example of thinking we're the bigger team, we'll be all right here. It was like they'd already decided they're going to win before it started. And do you know what? Barrow was up for it. But yeah, I think the goalkeeper did well. He pulled off a decent save, didn't he? Because that'd have been embarrassing when Gibson took too much time on the ball. Again, the defense being slow. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, thank God that didn't go in. But yeah, it's concerning.
Speaking of concerning, Mads Frockyar goes down midway through the first half, and that is not what we want. Divine's probably going to come in on Saturday, who did look quite lively, I thought, in that first half. But yeah, Mads being injured, this just shows good job we got that attacking midfielder in when we did, because that would have been a real concern, Darren, on Saturday.
Yeah, very concerning. Obviously, Mads, obviously last season, did pick up a couple of injuries, but again, still one of our, players that we wanted in that starting 11. When you look at a team sheet, you expect Mads to be in it. And I know that some people say that sometimes he goes missing, sometimes, he can have a brilliant game, but you want him in that starting 11. And, I really do hope that it was just precautionary, just taking him off, getting a knock in a cup game, bring you off and then you'll be all right for the weekend. Let's just hope that he's not actually done anything serious.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I say, we got Divine, who you'd assume is going to come in on Saturday. Would anyone make any other changes to that midfield? Because I thought, I don't know, I think Tadarsson got hooks, didn't he? 55 minutes on Saturday, same again today. I don't know. I think some changes in that midfield's got to be made.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? I mean, Whiteman, he's had his criticism. McCann, yeah, like there's not really much there to kind of swap him out with. I know like Carroll played, but he's never going to start as in the league. Let's be honest. What other options have you got? Between the three, I mentioned it on Sunday. Who else are you going to swap him for? You've always got to pick between that three, if you will, to make that two. Do you know what I mean? There's always got to be somebody drop out. He's not going to drop Whiteman, especially after not starting in the cup. He's not going to drop him. He's captain. So then you're looking at McCann or Thor, and it's probably going to be Thor, isn't it? But
yeah, I think looking at that midfield, I think we could do with Potts back quicker than people.
Yeah.
I think if you can get Potts into that team, I think he just adds a little bit. I was worried when I seen that it was Tadarsson Mads with the two young lads in midfield. I was thinking Barrow away. I just can't imagine Tadarsson and Mads fancying that midweek trip up to Barrow. But I was thinking I think as soon as Whiteman came on, I thought he made a bit of a difference when he came on. Thought he was steady.
Yeah.
Obviously McCann as well, to be fair, but yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a big meltdown going on social media. I mean,
yeah, there already is. I've seen it.
Is there?
I've not shared, to be fair. I've kept it quite raw just because I'm so annoyed at the performance. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to get involved, but yeah, I try and stay off it, to be honest. But
you're probably best staying off it tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
the way to look at it is look at all the other teams around us in the Championship. Look how many teams have actually lost and got smashed. Even like Middlesbrough got beat.
You sound like Risdale, Critch. You sound like Risdale speaking. You got to look on the bright side. Look at all the other teams. We could be Blackburn. They're in debt as well. We're debt free.
Have you seen the Blackburn goalkeeper's mistake, by the way? I think Sean put it in the WhatsApp group.
No, I have not seen that.
That's funny.
It
made me chuckle. After that performance, it did bring a smile to my face. A nice one for that,
yeah. Obviously, we're speaking about other teams, but it's just, I don't know. We left Loftus Road positive, didn't we, Darren, on Saturday? We were thinking, hey, up, do you know what? It was slightly impressive. And then it just came crashing back down. So I know we got the win, but yeah, just a few concerns in there. But as I say, if we go and beat Leicester on Saturday, Leicester, they obviously sold James McAtee today for £30 million. They've said that they're not going to be reinvesting as well. Most of that money. So I think Leicester are going to, they're going to be in trouble this. Well, I don't think they're going to be getting automatic.
Wednesday, did they?
No, we've not spoke, have we, since that Sheffield Wednesday?
We're unlucky, weren't they? Bring it up.
Yeah. I was surprised how good Sheffield Wednesday did for that first. If Barry Bannon doesn't get sent off, but who are people's man of the matches from tonight? We've never really done that, have we, on here?
Oh, God.
Good
What an
shout. That's a
episode to
great question,
debut it.
that. Yeah.
I think personally, I
Tough
think
one.
you have to give it to the goalkeeper tonight because he made 2 saves where, Barrow could have easily have scored.
I don't know.
We can't give the goalkeeper man of the match against Barrow. That is a low moment.
Yeah.
That is a low
We
moment.
can't.
Well, who else can we give it to? I think
Exactly,
Can't give
yeah.
it to the defenders.
Can't give it defense.
trying-
That's
We
a
can't
cop
give it to
out.
the strikers.
Smith. Yeah, I'll give it to Smith for sympathy.
You were impressed with Ockles, weren't you, Nathan? I'm sure you give us a message that you said you thought.
Yeah. To be fair, I think how negative and how bad he was. Like, let's be honest. Let's be fair. Like, he had a couple of decent, runs, whatever. I don't think it was as bad as what it was, and maybe the loan's done him good. But he's not going out on loan again. We're into the season now. I've not heard of anyone coming in for him. Maybe he's going to use him. Maybe he's going to be involved. But what I would say is he's quick. It can only be positive, really. Might have to work on his final ball, but when you've got aging players or slower players who are depending on just getting across from deep, pace can only be good for me. So, yeah, it can be used.
I think the jury's still out on Vukovic at left centre back. I think they were testing that tonight, weren't they? I thought it was going to be 4-4-2. When we first started, when I was in the lineup, I thought I was going for. Critch was right because Critch was somewhat. How was it? Critch? He was saying that we need to test Plan B. Someone was on Sunday's podcast.
It was Critch.
I remember me saying, it's going to be 3-5-2, 5-3-2, whatever. He's going to play that. As soon as I seen the lineup, I thought, God, Critch is going to be muffin. But I've just opened up Twitter now, and the first tweet that's come up, I won't read any names out. Negativity. This bloke is struggling to get the better of Barrow. I'm not sure how he's managed to con some of you lot into believing he's a half-decent manager. 3 days into the season. You got another one. Can't handle another season playing with a back five. I think that is something that is going to be a main talking point this season if we don't start well. People wanting us to go to the 4. But I think we spoke about that enough the other day.
One thing I will say just on that point is let's not kind of make a judgment this early on. I know we've had pre-season and I know there's been a lot of negatives, but the fact of the matter is Hecky can only do so much what he can with that squad. He said himself he thought there'd be more money. I think he's frustrated as well. Do you know what I mean? And the last thing I want is it to be negative this early on. We get to mid-table because no one's got us finishing higher. If we have a negative atmosphere, it's going to impact the team. Getting a new manager in mid-season again is what we don't want. Let's not start negative. Do you know what I mean? I hate to say, but let's get behind him. Let's be optimistic because doing this type of attitude isn't going to help anyone, is it? It's just going to impact the squad. And then the whole mood around the camp, and then we're getting another manager in again. Like, we're 3 games in. I know it's not great, but 2 games in, whatever. But I just don't want to be, let's all panic now after 2 games. Do you know what I mean? I just don't want to get a new manager in mid-season again.
Yeah. I can't be doing with another. Let him have a pre-season under his belt.
Yeah.
I can't be doing with that for another season. Just unless we're in the bottom 3. Let him finish the season. But we were talking about we need positivity, so I won't read the tweet about where it looks like we do no training, our mountain injuries are a joke, so we'll skip past all that. There's no point in dwelling on this game too much, really, is the look. We got the job's done. We didn't impress, but let's just look ahead. Who do we want in the next round? Who do we want?
I'm a Blackpool. Oh, wait a minute, they're not there, are they?
Did they get knocked out?
I didn't see the result, did they?
Did they?
Is that why you were late?
3 defeats in 3. Critches.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be in trouble, Steve Bruce, isn't he?
Why?
They sacked their manager, didn't they, after about 3 games last season, I think, didn't they?
Yeah, they sacked my namesake.
Your
Critchley.
namesake, Critchley.
Yeah.
But hey, look at this, another one. Bromley 1, Ipswich 1. So
there you go.
Yeah. Just
shows
shows
what teams they've played, whereas we played a quite strongish team.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
I don't think we did. I think there was 3 or 4 players there where there was second choice, but other than that, it was
Yeah,
pretty much the
yeah.
first
But
team. Do you know what I mean?
it's it should be a team that should still be very strong against Barrow.
It's tough
It
this
wasn't
season,
though,
isn't
wasn't
it? I don't really know what are. Someone said to me, "What's Eckenbottom's starting 11 if he can put out?" I wouldn't be able to tell you. I think Ridsdale said that in his interview, didn't he? That it's the first season where the team doesn't really pick itself, and I think that is the case. But do you know what? We said we spoke enough about the Barrow game. How tired is everyone doing this after a full day at work? A bit different than doing it on a Sunday morning, isn't it?
I work from home, mate, so I can't really speak. Do you know what I mean? So
I know,
yeah,
but mate, baking. This
yeah.
morning, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, window cleaning in that sun today. I'm thinking,
Fair play to you. I couldn't do that, but
Did you have your top off?
no, I finished. I'll be honest with you. As soon as it got past 25, it got to where I bet we were talking about that before the show. Nathan walking down Nantwich with his top off. It really 13 degrees there though.
man, so listen, I've got all these tattoos for something. Do you know what I mean? I've got to show them off somewhere. Do you know what I mean?
It's like the people in it who get a leg tattoo. You get a leg tattoo and you'll see them like on Christmas Eve walking around with your shorts and you're thinking,
do you know what? I've got no offend on my legs, so I'm going to keep that covered.
"Oh, have you?" But yeah, has anyone else got anything to touch on? There's not really much. Like I say, we just wanted to give people a little bit of post-match reaction, really. But yeah, we'll be back on Sunday after the Leicester game, hopefully after a win. Look, be more positive than won't it? Will it just beat Leicester? I think Darren and Critch, I think, picked us to win. Nathan, none of us actually picked us to lose, you know.
Well, after that performance, I don't know, mate. But
I think what we need to do, because we're going to be doing these every week, whoever gets the least predictions right, it's got to be some kind of forfeit. We'll,
as long as you don't have to wear a Blackpool shirt.
If anyone's listening and they've got an idea of a forfeit, give us a shout. But yeah, we're going to wrap that up.
Critch has just come up with it there. No, I was going to say, I've got to get a picture of a Blackpool shirt.
Blackpool shirt for the podcast.
Yeah.
I can't wear a Blackpool shirt.
No.
I once lost a bet. I lost a bet, right, in 20... So North End had finished above Leeds for about 2 seasons in a row. Heckingbottom had just gone in at Leeds, got sacked. Anyone remember that? Anyway, so that summer, my mate, we were going to New York in April, and I was like, tell you what, I'll do you a bet. If Preston finish above Leeds, by the time we go to WrestleMania, you've got to wear a North End shirt. And he was like, right, you've got to wear a Leeds shirt. They appointed Bielsa, didn't they? And the rest is history. So, yeah. I was like, oh, they've appointed this guy. He won't know anything about English football. There they were, going for automatic promotion. But yeah, I think we've done enough, haven't we, tonight? So, yeah, we'll be back on Sunday talking the Leicester game. If you want to listen to me complain about tonight's performance, I'll be on Patreon, www.patreon.com/NorthEndPod. Darren, you'll be doing a podcast tomorrow, did you say? Talking the game?
Yeah, sometime tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah, so head over to Darren's channel, The Real North Ender, Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. You're on YouTube as well, aren't you?
Yeah, YouTube as well, yeah.
If you want to subscribe to Critch Fit, get in touch with Critch.
Personal plans available via DMs,
Yep. And so I think we'll call it a day. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're watching, hit the subscribe button, and we'll speak to you all on Sunday evening.